Thank you for joining us for 2024 Open Enrollment Highlights for UC San Diego. I am the Healthcare Facilitator, Ranisha Roberson, and I'll be conducting the presentation today. On today's agenda, we have Open Enrollment Basics. We'll navigate through UC Raise. We'll talk about Medicare, 2024 retiree premiums, medical plan changes, VIA benefits, non-medical plan changes, member ID cards, resources, and then we'll open it up for some questions. Open Enrollment Basics. Our Open Enrollment brochures were mailed out starting on October 19th, so you should have received them in the mail by now. If you have moved or changed your address, you will need to go onto UCNet and view your booklets online. The first booklet on the left was mailed to UCSD retirees living in California and retirees living outside of California if they have a family member that is not Medicare eligible. The booklet in the middle was mailed to UCSD retirees living outside of California and all family members are enrolled in Medicare. And the booklet on the right was mailed to UCSD actively working faculty and staff. The inside of the booklet is where you can compare plans and costs. Your medical plan premiums are listed in your booklet started on page 6. The premiums listed are for retirees eligible for 100% of the maximum UC contribution. Many retirees want to know if they are eligible for Part B Medicare reimbursement. A retiree is eligible for the Medicare Part B reimbursement if their premium is 0, as shown here. Underneath the premium will be the amount of the Part B reimbursement, as shown here. You will also receive in the mail an open enrollment information booklet on how to make changes and where to go to get help. Open enrollment is the time to consider your options for next year. Are you satisfied with your current medical and dental plan options? Have you recently married or need to add or remove a family member? Are you aging into Medicare next year? Have your health needs changed, or do you need more flexibility? If you've previously suspended your health plans, do you need to unsuspend? This is the time to make a change. If you decide to change plans, it's important for you to know that there are no pre-existing condition exclusions. You may change your plan every year during open enrollment if you're not satisfied with the plan you are currently in. Do not confuse UC's open enrollment dates with Medicare open enrollment dates. Open enrollment for UC began on October 26th and will end on November 17th. Medicare's open enrollment began on October 15th and will end on December 7th. Please do not get these deadlines confused. The only retirees who need to adhere to the Medicare open enrollment are those who are enrolled in VIA benefits. All changes become effective on January 1st, 2024 for both Medicare plans and UC plans. If you need to make changes during open enrollment, they must be completed by November 17th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a firm deadline, so if you live somewhere outside of Pacific Standard Time, please note of the date and time deadline to ensure your changes are complete before open enrollment closes. If you are on recall or are a rehired retiree and have UC's retiree health coverage, you will receive a Medicare survey. Please complete the survey and return the survey as instructed. When the form asks if you are working, the answer is yes. When the form asks if your group coverage is through your employer, the answer is no. If Medicare is not reflecting as primary, call the Medicare Coordination of Benefits office at the number listed here and provide your retirement date. What happens if you do nothing? If you're satisfied with your current health plans and do not make any open enrollment changes, your current plan selections will automatically continue for next year. We do advise that you log into your UC Raise account and check your current enrollments to make sure they are what you would like to continue for next year. There are many tools you can use to help you with open enrollment. To get started, you will go on to ucal.us/OE and click on Get Started. Then on the right-hand side, click Retirees. There is also the Medical Plans tab. Click here to find the plan changes, compare plans, and plan costs. When you're ready to make changes, click on UC Raise from the UC Net Compensation and Benefits page. If you have a form to complete, you can also upload the form into your UC Raise account. You may also fax or mail your form via USPS. However, UC Raise upload is the preferred method. This is the landing page you will see when you log into UC Retirement at your service or UC Raise. From the login page, this is the first page you will come to, and step 1 is to select the Open Enrollment tab. Step 2, from the home screen, select Retiree Insurance. Step 3 is the review of your current enrollments. If you like what you see, there's nothing to do here. If you would like to make changes, click the Open Enrollment button. To add a family member, you would click the Add Family Member button and continue to the next step. To remove a family member, click Review, Update Plans, and choose Select or Not Enrolled for each dependent that needs to be removed. If the family member that you're adding or removing is in your existing contact, you will select them from the drop-down menu, then finish completing the form. When you're done, click the Add Family Member button. Next, UC Raise will display the added family member and covered individuals on the Add Update Family Member screen. To remove a dependent, click the hyperlink X. Once finished adding and removing family members, click Next. On the Review Update Plans page, review the changes you've made. If you have removed a family member, a Select/Not Enrolled button will display under the plan. When finished adding or removing family members, click Next. Click the Calculate Total Cost button. This allows you to review the monthly premiums according to the plan and member selected. If you forget to calculate the total, a validation warning will appear in the upper right corner as a reminder. You will not be able to move on without completing the calculation step. Then you must review the terms and conditions and check both boxes indicating you completed the review. You will not be able to move forward without checking these boxes. On the Important Notices screen, scroll down to the bottom and read the notices. Click Next to continue. The Open Enrollment Summary screen is one of the last screens you will see. You will review the updated information to confirm accuracy, then click the checkbox confirming electronic signature authorization. The final step is the confirmation page with the confirmation number. If you see the message on the upper part of the slide, that means you did not click the Confirm button and your changes will not be saved. To go back from here and confirm your changes, click Cancel. Otherwise, you will see the confirmation screen with the confirmation number. A message confirming your changes will be sent via secured message on UC Raise and the email you have on file. Retirees having problems logging into UC Raise with their computer or are locked out of UC Raise can call the RAS at 888-8267 to make changes over the phone. The healthcare facilitators are also available for assistance with locked accounts and resetting passwords. You can also complete the UBIN 100 form to make those changes with a paper form. And those that are in Medicare will also need to complete the UBIN form according to the plan that they wish to enroll in. Make sure that you review your confirmation statement from UC Raise to ensure it reflects the changes you wish to make. And remember, if you're not satisfied with the plan you choose this year, you can always change plans again next year during open enrollment. Open enrollment is the time to make changes every year, but if you have a qualifying event outside of open enrollment, you can change that at any time. A qualifying event could be moving outside of the plan service area, involuntary loss of coverage, a marriage or divorce, or adding a new family member. Current plans and Medicare. There are no changes to the medical vendors and plan offerings for next year. For our non-Medicare plans, we have the PPO plans administered by Anthem Blue Cross, UC Care, Core, and the UC Health Savings Plan. We have an HMO plan administered by HealthNet, and that's UC Blue and Gold, and we have Kaiser HMO. We have 3 Medicare supplement plans administered by Anthem Blue Cross, and that is UC Medicare PPO with and without prescription drugs and UC High Option. We also have Kaiser Senior Advantage and UC Medicare Choice PPO for those Medicare members residing in the state of California. And for those outside of California, UC continues to offer a Medicare coordinator program through VIA benefits for Medicare retirees residing outside of California. Depending on where you live will determine your options for next year. The plans listed in black are the non-Medicare plans, and the plans listed in red are the Medicare plans. Here are the non-medical plan options for next year. The vendors for these plans remain the same as well. Delta Dental, PPO, and Delta Care USA for the dental coverage. Vision is still going to be through VSP. We have the RED Legal, life insurance through Prudential, and pet insurance through Nationwide. The Medicare fact sheet can be found on UCNet. This booklet will cover Medicare and what UC requires of you when you become eligible for Medicare. UC requires that all retirees over the age of 65 and their dependents enroll in Medicare. If you're eligible for premium-free Part A, you must enroll in Medicare Part B. In order to enroll in a UC-sponsored Medicare plan, you must enroll in Part A and Part B, and your Medicare card must reflect both. Failure to comply with this requirement will result in penalties and permanent loss of UC-sponsored medical coverage. There are 2 exceptions, which are those who retired prior to July 1st, 1991, and those retirees residing outside of the U.S. However, for those who reside outside of the U.S., UC will require you to enroll in Medicare once you move back, and a Medicare late enrollment penalty may be assessed by Social Security. If you're aging into Medicare next year, this is the time to review the Medicare plans and make sure that you are in the non-Medicare plan that coordinates with the Medicare plan that you wish to enroll in. So if you're currently in the non-Medicare plan, UC Blue and Gold, you would enroll in the UC Medicare Choice PPO. Kaiser Permanente will go into Kaiser Senior Advantage. Core and UC Care will go into UC Medicare PPO. The Health Savings Plan would have to choose one of the other plans because it is not compatible with Medicare. Once you enroll in Medicare, you'll be paying 2 separate premiums, one for the UC plan and one for Medicare. Please note that these premiums are separate. UC does not control Medicare premiums, and Medicare does not control UC's premiums. UC's premiums are deducted from your UC pension. The Medicare premiums are paid either through Social Security income, Medicare Easy Pay, or quarterly billing. Some may qualify for Medicare Part B reimbursement. This is a credit to your UC pension check and available to those in the least expensive plans. 2024 retiree premiums. For the medical premiums, they have increased, and UC is experiencing a much higher than usual medical plan premium cost this year. And that's due to the cost of medical care, the cost of prescription drugs, and the utilization of the plan. Although some rates are increasing, UC Medicare Choice, UC Medicare PPO without prescription drugs, and Kaiser Senior Advantage continue to be free for those with 100% UC contribution. However, the Medicare Part B reimbursements have decreased. For 2024 retiree medical contributions, UC continues to have the aggregate contribution amount of 70% for those non-Medicare pre-65 retirees and Medicare eligible retirees in California. The contributions for the non-Medicare retirees age 65 and plus align with the average contributions paid by the UC Medicare retirees. And then we still offer the health reimbursement accounts for those in via benefits and living outside the state of California. Medicare premiums for 2024 have increased this year by $9.80. The new premium is $174.70. Medicare premiums are based on income from 2 years prior, so 2024 rates will be based on your 2022 income. Most people who qualify for Medicare receive Part A, premium free, if you paid into FICA taxes for a minimum of 10 years and have 40 employment credits. If you have less than 40 employment credits, you will pay a premium. For those who have 30 to 39 credits, you will pay $278 per month. And for those with 0 to 29 credits, you would pay a total of $505 per month for Part A. Medicare Part B will always have a premium. The more income you make, the higher your premium will be. The base rate for Medicare for Part B for someone making $103,000 or less as an individual, or $206,000 or less for a joint filing, the premium is $174.70. And there will be a zero premium for Part D. But as you can see from the chart, the premiums increase as the income increases. Also, as with Part A, most of us have a premium-free Part D, unless there is a higher income bracket. Please note that you pay your Medicare premium in addition to your UC medical plan premiums. No matter if you're enrolled in a UC plan or a commercial Medicare plan, you will always pay two premiums, your Medicare Part B premium and a plan premium. Here are the rates for 2024 non-Medicare plans based on 100% UC contribution. For a member in UC Blue and Gold HMO, 2 adults, last year they were paying $620.27, and this year they will be paying $676.43. For Kaiser, 2 adults, $450.34 last year, and this year they will be paying $544.02. For the Health Savings Plan, 2 adults last year were paying $404.56, and this year will be paying $783.89. For UC Care, 2 adults, $798.05 last year, and this year they will be paying $927.84. This slide shows the rates for those on Medicare, and again, this is based on 100% UC contribution. For UC Medicare Choice, there's a zero premium. There is a Part B reimbursement of $41.78 for 2 members in Medicare. Last year, the Part B reimbursement was $168.02. For Kaiser Senior Advantage, it is a zero premium. For 2 people in Medicare, they will be receiving a $245.10 Part B reimbursement. Last year, the same people would be receiving $239.40 in a Part B reimbursement. For the high option PPO plan, 2 people in Medicare will be paying $625.40 in premiums this year. Last year, the same 2 people would be paying $421.60. And there is no Part B reimbursement for UC high option. For UC Medicare PPO, the 2 people in Medicare will be paying $180.42 this year. Last year, the rate was $233.26. There is no Part B reimbursement. For UC Medicare PPO without prescription drugs, there is a zero premium. And for 2 people in Medicare, there's a Part B reimbursement of $329.80. Last year, the reimbursement was $340.20. Here are the rates for retirees who are not on Medicare, but are over the age of 65. These rates are also based on 100% UC contribution. For UC Blue and Gold, 2 adults were paying $294.62 last year, and this year will be paying $330.40. For Kaiser HMO, they are paying $262.98 this year, and last year were paying $170.93. For Health Savings Plan, 2 adults are paying $276.19, and last year they paid $172.49. For UC Care, the same 2 adults are paying $688.07, and last year they paid $607.36. Retiree medical plan changes. For UC Blue and Gold, FDA-approved over-the-counter contraceptive drugs and devices will not require a prescription and will be covered at a zero copay. There's also a zero cost for male sterilization. And they are moving diabetes treatment program from Omada to Share Care Eat Now, where there will be a virtual 22-week program with daily lessons. You will receive a wireless scale. They have these lessons in English and in Spanish, and there are other wellness program options that you can receive if you're eligible. They're also discontinuing the hospital advisor tool and will begin using Leapfrog, Cal Hospital Compare, and Sapphire as member resources. For telehealth and behavior health changes, HealthNet has moved from Babylon to Teladoc for telehealth coverage effective August the 10th, 2023. They've also transitioned their administration from MHN to HealthNet Behavior Health. There'll be no impact to provider networks or benefits, and the transition will begin January 1st, 2024, and the migration of the systems will begin on April 1st, 2024. While there are no structural changes to the UC Medicare Choice Plan, we wanted to make sure you were notified about these few enhancements. Members can see a state licensed medical family therapist for Medicare covered outpatient behavioral health services at a $20 copayment. And in 2023, in order to use this benefits, members may need to pay the full cost and then submit a reimbursement claim. But moving forward in 2024, the providers may submit claims directly to United Healthcare for reimbursement. Another change is there will be a new vendor for post-discharge meals. They'll be going from Mom's Meals in 2023 to Roots Food Group Management in 2024. We know that you have either heard about or read that Scripps was no longer accepting Medicare Advantage plans for 2024. We are happy to report that United Healthcare and Scripps Health Plan have reached an agreement that ensures United Healthcare members enrolled in employer-sponsored commercial plans, as well as Medicare Advantage plans and group retiree plans, have continued access to Scripps physicians and hospitals in San Diego. You may continue to use your Scripps providers in 2024 as you did in 2023. There are no structural changes to the Kaiser plan this year, but we wanted to let you know about some enhancements. Over-the-counter contraceptive drugs and devices will no longer require a prescription and will be covered at zero copay. And then there will be a zero cost share for male sterilization. And then we have the outpatient ambulatory surgery center or hospital operating room procedures that previously had a $100 copay per procedure now has a zero copay. Starting in January of 2023, people enrolled in Medicare prescription drug plan began paying no more than $35 for a month's supply of each insulin product that they take that's covered by their Medicare prescription drug plan and dispensed by a pharmacy or through a mail order pharmacy. This year, insulin administration devices and generic drugs that had a $3 copayment in 2023 will have a zero copayment, and some brand name and specialty drugs also will have a zero copayment. They previously had a $10 copayment. There are no structural changes to the Kaiser Senior Advantage Plan. They will be discontinuing the post-discharge meal delivery service for those that have congestive heart failure. The authorization will continue through 2023, and the members must accept the benefit within 30 days of discharge. For Optum Behavioral Health, there is one plan change. The Mental Health Outpatient Intensive ABA program for autism spectrum disorder will go from a $20 copay to a zero copay. For UC Care Core and the UC Health Savings Plan, there's no structural changes to the plans. There are female condoms and male condoms will remain at a zero member cost share, and there is no prescription required. For male sterilization and vasectomies, there is a zero cost share for in-network, but the deductible will still apply for the UC Health Savings Plan and Core. And then the out-of-network vasectomy member cost share remains the same at 40% for Health Savings Plan, 50% for UC Care, and 20% for Core, and these are all after deductible. For the Health Savings Plan members, the Health Savings Account maximum contribution for 2024 is increasing. This is set by the IRS each year. The maximum Health Savings Account contribution for individuals will increase from $3,850 to $4,150. For family, it increases from $7,750 to $8,300. The $1,000 catch-up for members 55 and older remains the same. The UC contribution towards the Health Savings Plan members' Health Savings Account stays the same as well and will be available on January 1st. For the Health Savings Plan, the in-network and out-of-network deductibles are increasing. The new in-network for self-only coverage is $1,600, and that's a $100 increase from 2023. And for family coverage, it's $3,200, which is a $200 increase from 2023. For out-of-network, the new deductible is $2,600 for self-only coverage, and that's a $50 increase from 2023. And $5,200 for family coverage. That's a $100 increase from 2023. Accolade health assistants and nurses will continue to support members on the non-Medicare PPO plan. Accolade is the member's first point of contact for help with health benefits questions, big or small. Members can ask questions like, where can I find an in-network pharmacy near me? What prescriptions are covered? What will I pay? Can I order this drug through the mail? Plus many, many more. You can also ask for a second opinion on a diagnosis possible surgery, or a treatment plan. There are no major structural changes to the UC Medicare PPO plan. Medicare will remain primary and Anthem Blue Cross will remain your supplemental healthcare plan. Medicare is primary and it'll pay 80% of allowable and sends 20% of your balance to your supplemental plan Blue Cross. Then Anthem Blue Cross will pay 80% and the member pays the remaining balance. The calendar year deductible remains at $100. The out-of-pocket maximum remains at $1,500 per person for medical, but the out-of-pocket maximum for prescription drug coverage has increased to $7,400. Live Health Online will continue to provide telehealth services for their members. The copayment will remain at $20 and is not subject to the calendar year deductible. If you're enrolled in this plan and plan to travel abroad, you can remain in this plan abroad for up to 6 months. If your travel plans will be longer than 6 months, you should look into enrolling into UC Care or CORE for your medical plan. There are no structural changes to the high option plan. For this plan between Medicare and your Anthem PPO supplemental plan, most services are covered in full 100% after your $50 deductible is met. The calendar year deductible remains at $50. The out-of-pocket maximum remains at $1,050 medical per member, but the out-of-pocket maximum for prescription drug coverage is $1,000 per member. Live Health Online will continue to provide telehealth services for their members. The copayment will remain at $20 and is not subject to your calendar year deductible. We know that UC San Diego employees have choices about where to receive health care. We also know that you deserve nothing but the best. Your good health begins with convenient primary care. That's why we've expanded our network of primary care locations and included virtual options such as video visits. The growing network now includes more than 650 primary care providers in San Diego, Riverside, and Imperial counties. During open enrollment, choose a UC San Diego Health PCP or one of our affiliated practices such as Perlman Clinic, One Medical, or San Diego Sports Medicine. No matter where you get your care, you and your family can access the nationwide ranked specialty care and most advanced technology and services. VIA benefits. For the past 10 years, UC began offering retirees who live in a state outside of California their medical plan coverage through UC's Medicare Exchange Program VIA benefits. Remember that each family member must be enrolled in Medicare in order to receive services from VIA benefits. This program offers a choice of local plans depending on your state, a plan that fits every budget. Family members are able to choose different plans depending on what they need. And then you have personalized assistance from VIA benefits. UC will provide annual contributions for each family member under a health reimbursement account. You can use these funds to pay for your Medicare supplement plan, Medicare Part B and D premiums, as well as some additional out-of-pocket costs. During open enrollment, if retirees want to change anything to their dental, vision, or legal plan, they must submit a paper form. Non-medical plan changes. For the dental plan, Delta Dental continues as the vendor. There are no benefit changes for either the Delta Dental PPO or Delta Care USA. UC will continue to pay full costs for retirees eligible for full UC contribution. And then those retirees with graduated eligibility will pay a portion of that premium. And both of these plans are open for enrollment. For vision care, DSP continues to be the vendor. For actives, there is a new addition up to $60 for a contact lens exam and fitting copayment. That is the cap. There is no premium increases for actives or retirees, and no benefits changes for either as well. It is open for enrollment, and retirees will pay their premiums directly to VSP. If you're currently enrolled, your coverage will continue. If you need to enroll, there are two options, either online or by phone. For the legal plan, ARAG continues as the legal insurance provider. There's no benefit or rate changes for 2024, and it is open for enrollment. For the pet insurance, Nationwide continues as the vendor. No benefits changes or rate increases. It's always open for enrollment, and employees must directly enroll and pay through Nationwide. And you have 30 days to convert your policy at the time of retirement into an individual policy to continue with your pet insurance through Nationwide. Prudential will continue to provide your accidental death and dismemberment insurance. There are no premiums or benefits changes for this plan. To enroll, you can call or log into UCNet to download their form. And you can always enroll throughout the year using the paper form. Member ID cards. Many of us do not think about our health insurance ID cards until we need them. Our doctors or our providers ask for our information. The appropriate ID cards must be presented to obtain services and benefits. Every year, you should make it a point to find out if your plan will be issuing new ID cards. Over the years, we found that many retirees and employees are carrying the wrong health plan ID card or no ID card at all. You can prevent being denied services by simply presenting the most updated ID card to your provider. All ID cards should be received by the first of each year. If you do not receive your ID card, please contact the plan directly. ID cards for 2024 are shown here. Resources. This slide is showing you some open enrollment resources that we have coming up. So we have the Healthcare Facilitator Retiree Open Enrollment Highlights presentation on November the 8th and November the 15th. There will also be a recording placed on the Blink Open Enrollment page and the Retirement Association YouTube page. And then we have several Healthcare Facilitator Open Enrollment help desks on November the 2nd, November the 7th, November the 9th, and November the 16th. There are also vendor presentations. There will be live presentations on November the 1st and November 9th. And that schedule is located on the Open Enrollment Blink page. And the Retirement Association has it on their page as well. There are also on the Healthcare Facilitator Open Enrollment benefits page several recorded presentations that you can view from the vendors at your leisure. Another resource is us, the Healthcare Facilitator Program. We serve active employees, retirees, faculty, and staff, and assist them with issues that they cannot resolve on their own, such as billing issues, questions about your coverage, authorization requirements, provider networks, and so forth. Myself and Lilia Huata can be reached at 858-534-9686 or by sending an email to hcfhelp@ucsd.edu. Here are some other resources such as the Open Enrollment UCNet page, how to sign into UC Ways, the UCNet Open Enrollment page, Retirement Administration Service Center contact, the Healthcare Facilitator Program contact, the Retirement Association with Vanya, who is the new director. And it also gives you the Retirement Administration membership prices. We have CMS, who is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Social Security Administration, and HICAP for assistance with Medicare. Finally, I'd like to remind you to read your open enrollment booklets, review pre-recorded presentations, confirm your changes, and make sure you received a confirmation. If you have Medicare forms that are due, they must be received by November 24th. If you're satisfied with your current plan options, you are not required to do anything, but it's highly suggested that you log in to review your current enrollment. If you add a new family member, expect a letter from Unified HR in February requesting documentation to verify the eligibility of your new dependent. If you change plans, look for your new ID card in the mail and file your old card in a safe place. Do not throw it away. Open enrollment ends on Friday, November 17th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, that is a firm deadline. Your new elections will be effective January 1st, 2024. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the presentation today. And now we will open it up for questions.